Yo, what's going on, guys? It's BD Legend 313, and guys, today I'm going to be bringing you guys one of the easiest and one of the best ladder decks that you guys could use to push all the way up to Legendary Arena and even further than Legendary Arena if you guys do go through with it. So it's a really easy deck to use. It's a classic log bait, zap bait deck, and if you don't know what that is, it's okay. I'm gonna explain that to you guys. So I use a zap version of this deck. You can also use the log. The log version is actually better than the zap version of the deck. As you guys can see, it has a 60.24% win rate, but just in case you don't have the log like me, you could use the zap version and it does pretty well. So before we get started with this video, I just wanted to say two things. So the first thing is that I want you guys to vote for your favorite meta troop right now in the top right corner, just so we can see what's going on there. And the second thing is that I'm going to be making a playlist for the best ladder decks that you guys could possibly use to get as far as you want to get, guys, and it's going to be in the top right corner right now. Make sure you guys go check that playlist out. I'm going to be updating it every week, so hopefully we'll have a lot of new videos there. So let's go ahead and talk about this deck and how you're going to use this deck. So to start off the game, guys, what you guys want to do is you want to place either a princess in the back or you want to throw the goblin barrel. If you can't do either of those things, just cycle with the ice spirit or split your goblin horde. But that should be a last resort. Never should you ever use the knight in the beginning. And the reason for that is because if you use the knight and your opponent uses some kind of splash troop, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because the way this deck works is that, you know, obviously swarm troops are used for tanks and small tanks, those types of things. But you do want to use, primarily you want to use the Inferno Tower to take out your tanks. And the other thing is you want to be able to use your knight to kind of do a tank and spank type of thing. So you could, you know, put your knight in front of a wizard and then from the other side you could take it out with your goblin horde, things like that, and then you could develop a counter push too. So never use your knight unless you're absolutely required to use it. Now what you're trying to do is you're trying to bait the zap or the log or both, guys, just in case your opponent is running both. So if you throw the goblin barrel and it baits the zap, you know, maybe you put a princess down, and if they log the princess, guys, after that you can just go right in with your knight and your goblin horde combo. And in that case you do want to use the knight because you know that it's going to be almost impossible to defend against that. The only way they could probably defend against that is to use the Electro Wizard, and in a lot of cases all three things are not used in the same deck, so it works very well. Now the other part of this deck that's really useful, guys, is the rocket. And the rocket is the best card in this entire deck because it can get you to insane elixir advantages. Now if your opponent plays any type of splash troops in the back, make sure you hit the crown tower and that splash troop for an insane elixir advantage, guys, and it'll make it so much easier for you to be able to, you know, wear down that tower, chip away at it, and then in the end be able to win the game by, you know, just a little bit. Which is really what this deck is good at, guys. It's a chip deck. You know, you're trying to win 1-0 in the game. That's basically how it works. When you're defending against troops, guys, make sure you use the Inferno Tower, and make sure, especially if you're defending against something like the P.E.K.K.A., make sure you distract it. So that way the Inferno Tower could take its time to burn that troop. Also, guys, the Inferno Tower is impervious. I mean, it's wonderful in taking out the Hog Rider. If you're playing against any type of Hog Cycle deck, make sure you have your Inferno Tower in your hand. You know, try to cycle it around just in case, so when that Hog comes around, you'll be able to take it out easy and you know, very quickly. And as long as you follow those tips, guys, generally you should do a good job. Now, one last note on the beatdown decks. So on Golem decks where they, you know, you put a wizard. The classic beatdown deck is with the Golem, with the Night Witch, the Baby Dragon, the Mega Minion, and sometimes even the Bandit, guys. What you want to do is you just want to wait. I know you want to, you know, throw that rocket at there, take out, you know, the Executioner or whatever it is that's back there, guys, but just wait until everything comes to the bridge, and then bam, you just hit it with one rocket. You'll be able to do an insane amount of damage, guys, and then just pile troops, you know, the Inferno Tower, and then, you know, your knight and everything, and it'll do a great job. Also, just to take out minion hordes, guys, make sure you use the Ice Spirit along with the princess, or the princess along with the zap, or the ice spirit and the zap will actually take out the minion horde, and it will give you a +3 elixir advantage. So you guys can do that as well. It's very useful. And overall, this deck, it just takes a little bit of practice. I'd recommend, you know, going through 1 or 2 classic challenges just to get yourself in the rhythm of this deck. But this deck works very well, guys, and it can even counter, you know, the best of troops and the best of decks. So hopefully you guys will be able to get far with this deck. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And also, guys, Let's try to aim for 15 likes on this video. If we can get 15 likes, that'd be great. And if you found this deck useful, guys, make sure you share it and check out that playlist for the best Clash Royale decks, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm BD Legend 313 and I'm out.